What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the airport. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are here. We are back. And listen, we got some breaking news for you guys. I know we have a game to talk about tonight. I also know that we have some games to recap. Tyler Hero coming back is huge. And obviously, we got to talk about how that has affected the team. NBA Cup. The Miami Heat have made it into the, elimination stages for the NBA Cup, where we're going to be facing the Magic next week. But the big elephant in the room is Giannis Antetokounmpo is potentially leaving Milwaukee. Now, nothing has been confirmed. There's no trade request that's formally been, made by Giannis yet. I believe there was one that was made during the summer, but at this stage, Shams has put out a tweet saying that Giannis and his agent are going to meet with the Bucks and see the direction of this team and where they want to go. And the resolution is expected to arrive in a week or two, and we're gonna see what happens from there. Now, Giannis moving is big. Now, the Miami Heat, do we want to get involved in this? You guys let me know down in the comment section below. Should the Heat try to make a move for Giannis? Now, there's a very, very big part of me that is wanting to say yes. I think it's a no-brainer. First of all, Giannis is a top 3 player in the world. There are very few players that you would, no matter what, try to go get them. And Giannis is one of those players. He is just up there with the Lukas and the Sheas and the Jokic's of this world, where if they're available, you got to call and you got to pick up the phone and see at least what Milwaukee wants. Now, because he's such a good player and because he means so much to Milwaukee, and he's a franchise legend, one of their best players of all time, if not the best. I mean, him and Kareem are definitely the top 2 players in franchise history. So because this guy has been such an integral player and piece for them, their community, every part of this organization, the city, this franchise, the asking price is going to be pretty steep for the Bucks. I can imagine they're going to want a lot. Now, here's what I'll say. I think we should definitely be interested. I think this team as presently constructed is playing really well, but do I wholeheartedly think they're going to win a championship with this roster? Probably not. I think this roster is playing really well. I think we have a lot of upside. I think we have a lot of guys who are playing good basketball, but the ceiling is still limited to me. I think maybe through a slight chance we could make it out of the East, but even if we do that, I don't see us beating OKC at all. And Denver. Denver is just our kryptonite. So I don't think we can beat any of those 2 teams in the West. And it'll be really tough to beat all the teams in the East, especially with this roster. I mean, this roster is good and it's been playing really well. And obviously, you have the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we are currently top 4 in the East. So obviously, we've been exceeding expectations. But even though there's a lot of people who will be like, hey, we've been playing so well, why do you want to mess with the whole chemistry right now? I understand that. But this is Giannis we're talking about. Giannis. Very few players will come up and be available for trade that you really have to think about. And Giannis is one of those players you have to sit and think about and be listen, this man is a top 3 player in the world. He is a superstar, and he is the superstar in the Eastern Conference. He is by far the best player in the conference. And he is, one of the best players in the world currently and of all time. So, you have to take a look at this if you're Miami. Now, what would the package be is the big question. Now, Tyler Hero has come back, and he's looked pretty solid in his return. I do think that Tyler has looked pretty good. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time for the offense to go back to what it was because you have more people needing the ball now. But Tyler should be in this deal. Unfortunately, I love Tyler, but I mean, he's probably the player that has the most trade value on our team, who's a young piece. Kel'el Ware, you have those 2, and then Jokic, the 2 picks that we have to offer, and then they're probably gonna want Jaime, Nico, one of these other younger players. That's what I can imagine. I think for me, if you were to just ask me right now what I would, want, anybody who's not named Bam Adebayo I don't really have too much of an issue with if they're traded. Like, I think Bam Adebayo is the only player that I'm like, listen, this guy is untouchable no matter what. Like, I think Bam is truly untouchable. Like, I would not trade Bam and I would not move Bam because Bam means so much to our team that, and I'm not just saying like emotionally and from like a captain perspective, like, on the floor, he makes such a difference when he's out there. Like, this team falls off a cliff, and you saw them fall off a cliff defensively when he was gone. So Bam needs to be here. Apart from Bam, I don't really care who goes, but any combination of players can go. Now, I know a lot of people don't want us to gut our roster, and believe me, I really am enjoying the way that this team is playing basketball. Like, it's really, really joyful, and it's bringing me a lot of excitement to watch this team play and the way that they move without the ball and move with the ball and the way that they play in this pick and roll as offense. But when you have a chance to get a once-in-a-lifetime type player like Giannis, like, I just don't know if you can pass up on it, honestly. Like, completely honestly speaking, like, I just don't think you can pass up on this deal. Like, I think this is too good of a situation to not take advantage of. Giannis, like I said, one of the best players of all time, and you have him, you know, potentially requesting a trade. His situation in Milwaukee is imploding as we speak. Like, I really think the Heat have to make, you know, their interest known. And if, let's say, if that's the package that is the deal, you have a starting lineup still of Davion, Norman Powell, Wiggins, Giannis, Bam. I mean, that lineup is monstrous. Like, that lineup is so good. Defensively, for sure, like, it's probably the best. Like, I know OKC has a really good defensive team, and they have one of the best defensive teams ever statistically, but that lineup defensively is ridiculous. And offensively, they can still put the points on the board because everybody besides Giannis is capable of spacing the floor in that lineup. Off the bench, assuming you still have either one of Jaime or Jovic, one of them is still on the team. You have Pelle Larsson still. You have Drew Smith still. You're probably going to need to get a backup center from somewhere. Fontecchio is probably still around. Keyshawn Johnson is still there. Like, you still have a few guys you can still make use of off your bench. The bench will be a little bit thin for sure because a lot of guys are getting moved in this deal, hypothetically. But again, that starting lineup, and in the playoffs, you're probably really only going to go like 8 or 9 deep anyway. So you don't have to really worry about like having like a really, really strong bench when you have that type of starting lineup. But obviously our bench can be bolstered as well through like buyout market and trade deadline and just signing guys off of the free agency pool. I really enjoy, you know, the idea of this trade. I think it's a really, really good trade possibility, and I think that the Heat should definitely consider it. But yeah, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this whole Giannis thing. What do you whether you want the Heat to be interested and involved or not? In general, we're having a pretty good year, but like I said, if you want to have a great year, getting Giannis is a good move, and I think a lot of people know it. So maybe that wouldn't be like the worst decision for the Miami Heat to go out and really try to go make this thing happen, because that would be a very, very, very like big bomb by Shams that he's going to be dropping if he's able to, you know, release the news of this trade happening, and if Pat Riley gets himself involved. So you guys let me know in the comment section below what you guys need and what you guys want from this whole Giannis situation to happen, and what you want to be have transpiring with this whole Giannis trade debacle. And let me know what you guys think about Giannis on the Heat, man. I'll see you later as always. Peace.